Alright, hello everybody, we are back. Another day, another video, some more ladder. So the last couple days, if you guys have tuned in, you probably have noticed that my win rates have not been great. They haven't been awful, but like negative win rates at all usually is indication that the team isn't very consistent. So I'm going to put the other team on hold for the time being, and I'm going to build a new team today. Gonna hop over to the Spreel spawning area so we can get some spawns while I do this. But yes, I'm going to make another team today. I was trying to think about what I wanted to make, and something I was thinking about messing around with a bit more is new Taifu. So we're gonna use Taifu because Leech is cool. And also gets some cool coverage moves with Hypoxia and Dust Vortex. That means it can hit both of the things that it's weak to, Toxics and Fires. Oh, Typho actually still gets Bark Shield. I thought it lost it. That's kind of cool. Might have to consider using that still. I'm not sure. But yeah, we're gonna run Taifu. I like Safe Retreat better. I'm not sure if how much use we'll actually get out of it, but Natural Conversion actually makes Leech do less damage, which I'm not a huge fan of. So, free regen, that's cool. I like that. Now, to pair with it, I think... Oh man, I guess everything's for fun when you pick Taifu. That's fine, I actually know how to navigate this then. So what I want to pick is Lowaddle, because Penance, wherever that is, and Sacrifice support is so good on a Raidboss, because it doesn't matter if it's a physical attack or a special attacker, Penance gives it a +4 boost. The biggest problem is getting Lowaddle to survive the turns to get that off hold, but then it has priority, and it's a lot easier, and then it can sacrifice afterwards, and it just turns anything into a menace. We're gonna run blue screen, because we kind of want Lowaddle to die. It's gonna be a seppuku one. After a sacrifice, it applies Doom to both opponents, which puts even more pressure on. We're going to use Faraday Cage for our offensive move, since it can't be resisted by anything. And then I think I'm just going to do Energy Manip for like a support move while Penance still has a hold up. If I can exhaust my opponents, make them OX, then that gives me a free turn where I don't have to worry about getting hit. So it can be really nice. Oh, now it gives me some recommended. Interesting. Still don't really know how the new showdown thing works. And then to complete this trio is Grumper. I didn't think a whole lot past this core of 3 Tems, but I know I wanted these 3. Grumper got Dust Vortex and Tesla Prison in the last patch. I think I'm still going to run Thunderstrike, but it's definitely an interesting option. If I find Grumper running out of stamina a lot and not needing to deal damage, I think I'll swap it out. But Sparks also helps Taifu scale offensively once it has defensive boosts, and it can offer defensive boosts with Stonewall. And then Sparks also heals it because of Inductor. So, at least I think it does. It says after attacking with an electric move. Sparks isn't exactly an attack, it's a buff, status move, but I think it still counts. So here's what we have so far. Some other raid boss or Tems. Mix is really nice because once you have something with a bunch of defensive buffs, it can be really hard to break through that to actually hit the mix, unless there's spread moves. Now, we are seeing more spread moves than... Oh, Generate Oversize Surge for sure. We're seeing more spread moves nowadays because so many of them got buffed in 1.3. Stuff like Binary Flood, which you never saw. Bestial Charge. I think those are the 2 biggest buffs. Oh, Allergic Spread. Allergic Spread's another one that got a huge buff. What else? I think Osakai would be nice. A body stretch, toughen. Put some speed in it for Jinx Whisper and run Tent as the item. Either go on American Idol or eat 20 pounds of food. Oh, I love food, man. I'd definitely pick food. I'm not much of a singer myself. I would have, like, it would be cool to just be a spectator and watch in person some of those big talent shows or concerts and stuff. But I mean, you can see everything from TV now, so it's not even that important. I get one offensive move. I could do Dim Mak just for priority. Eat 20 pounds of food or 21 pounds of food. Depends on how hungry I am that day and how long I have to eat the food. If I have, like, I don't think I could eat that much food in a day. But maybe. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Nito just because it's a physical move, lowers my opponent's defense, so it's kind of like scales eventually if I need damage. It's also fairly low stamina. So I've got a triple water weakness and a triple digital weakness. So that's not great. I think I'm gonna go Babua. It is a nice Tem for raid boss teams. It can be a raid boss itself, but it also supports really well. I'm gonna go. It can push off Doom with Drool as well as heal. Same with Revitalized. With synergy with Taifu, it heals both even, so that's nice. The reason I have Toxic Slime is because I'm gonna give a Schween's Horn. Even though it's a defensive Tem, I want Babua to be able to deal damage to my opponents. Because if there's stuff that I just can't break through normally, having something that can actually deal damage quickly will be nice. I think Grumper might fit that role too, and Mix. I'm not sure exactly of the spreads yet. It might calc for some specific interactions. I think... I was thinking about this earlier. Venmet with a bulky support Venmet might be kind of goofy. I don't think it would be that great, but I want to give it a try at least. Because Venx gets support moves of Strangle and Sacrifice, but so I could just pick Venx, but I'm going to pick Venmet because of the new Kasugatame. Not that this team particularly needs the speed down, but it is an option, and it also applies 3 turns of Trapped, which is kind of cool. So we're going to try it out. And then just for an offensive move, we'll do Savage Suplex, because it exhausts, so that's something. And Parrier, for sure. That does give us 4 Digi-Weeks, which is really bad. So I think in the last... I think for now, I'm going to run Striking Mimit. Because even if I face a Digi-Team, I can still steal one of my opponent's Tems, and then fight back afterwards, so we'll see how it goes. I'll just focus on banning Digis for now. I'm not overly afraid of waters, even though I have the triple weakness, because Taifu and Babua deal with it well, and even Grumper can hit it super effective. Hello Kip, welcome. Striking Mimit? Yeah, we're gonna give it a try. I don't know how everything is gonna work. What do I have versus double Koi shenanigans? I haven't faced double Koi in a while. I don't have anything though. And hello Mask, welcome. So how much invest? Oh man, I just wanted to make the defense and special defense even, but that's a ton of invest. let's see, 32, 33, 32, 17. That's kind of a big rotation. I'm not sure if I want to invest this much stamina. Because that would be 96. What is my first thought when creating a team? So normally I just either pick one tem that I really like, one technique, one trait or something, and just a concept that I want to focus building the team around. So for this, I picked Taifu, and I wanted to utilize Leech. So what I want to do is provide some things that can increase Taifu's bulk, and then also cover for its weaknesses a little bit. So here I have Lowaddle for Sacrifice and Penance to buff, a Stonewall user and Sparks to buff, some Sleep and Strangle support to stop my opponents from moving so that I can get holds off of my buffing moves. As counters for Waters, Toxics will still be a bit of an issue. Third thought when creating a team. If the first thought is which one do I want to do, the second thought is the rest of the team, then I guess the third one would just be moves, which attacks do the Tems have. Why don't I cheer up on Taifu? Your second turn, because I would have to give up one of these moves. Like Taifu really excels in the fact that it can hit so many Tems with its coverage options, and then Gaia allows it to have healing and also just dish out constant damage because it restores stamina. I was spreading though. Actually, Taifu hasn't stained stamina, so maybe it's not that bad. We'll go up to 97 just in case. It's going to be very little special attack invest, which is a bit sad, but it has high base special attack. Alright. I'll put it in special defense because it'll use that more. Waifu or Taifu? It's I would say it's Taifu. I don't know. It is funny that the names are so similar, but I don't think Taifu would make a very good waifu. So here I want a little bit of speed on Lowaddle. I'm just going to put enough to outspeed a Thunder Strike from max speed Nesla. It's just a breakpoint. I'm not sure. Like I want to see if it's possible for Lowaddle to live a harmful microwaves from a Munko. It's probably not even close to possible, but I just want to do the calcs. Maybe with like max HP, max special defense, I could. So I'm doing the calcs right now. I still haven't set up something to easily show my Chrome screen, unfortunately. I probably should do that. I did fix the subscriber notification though, so that is super nice. So if anyone else does, it will be fixed. So it looks like it is possible to live a synergy microwaves from Munko, which is kind of nuts. And it's not even max invest. So it's max HP, and then 253 special defense. So this helps my Digi matchup quite a bit. Need to put any in stamina, I don't think. I don't think I'll ever be clicking Faraday Cage twice in a row. Penance is basically free stamina-wise, and Sacrifice kills me afterwards, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll just go the rest in defense. I don't know, I'm trying to think now. Maybe I should be able to kill the Munko afterwards if it's a 0 bulk Munko. Because I was noticing it actually only does like 94% with 0 attack invest, so maybe I'll do just a tiny bit of attack invest. I don't know, the chances that it's a 0 bulk Munko are low. Oh well. So that's going to be what we're running for Lowaddle. See, Prison from Gazum was a good one. This chat's going to get weird very soon. Who will win a war, the Scots or the Japanese? Oh man. You keep things interesting in chat here, Johnny. That's for sure. So I don't think Grumper... I want Grumper to be able to one-shot base HP Hedgen. Because I'm sure I'm going to leave it up in front of Hedgens a lot. It'll be my best Hedgen counter. Oh, that's actually quite a bit of special attack invest. I didn't know Hedgen was so bulky. Or maybe it's the Grumper is so weak. Yeah, okay, this is almost looking like it's just not even worth it. If I go after a Sparks, maybe. I can invest that much special attack. Because otherwise I would need an insane amount. Like almost like 400 and some. So I can get by with 147 special attack invest. And then after a Sparks it will one-shot base HP Hedgen. We're gonna want max HP for sure. We'll go up to probably just 61 stamina. It'd be nice to be able to have a T-Strike, Dust Vortex T-Strike rotation, but that's going to be quite a bit more stamina invest than I wanted. Yeah, it would be 90. We'll do it though. I think it's going to be important. Just kind of balance out the defenses a little bit. Spread looks awful. There's just like so much chaos everywhere. Mix. I think I'm gonna meme a little bit with this spread right now. I'm gonna invest max special attack and then I think like 65 stamina. I think that's the normal breakpoint. It's a mix. We'll invest 81. And I'm gonna put the rest in defense. Because what this does is it allows us to Crystal Spikes ourselves if we want, and that would put us in Puppet Master. And we naturally live most singular special attack hits because of our natural special defense. I should check if this lives a Stone Ball though. We might want to consider taking some out of special attack to live a Stone Ball from a Turok specifically. Might just be really unrealistic though. Maybe we should just aim to live. Yeah, that's probably not going to be enough. I lied, it's enough. Alright, we're good. We're going to keep that for now. um, take this speed creep other. And I'd like to hit that Nestle breakpoint with the mix as well, actually. There's 182. I don't know why I'm taking out a special attack. I should be taking out a defense. Nope, okay. It was a bit of a long day, so I'll blame my bad decisions on that. Perfect. Probably. But now that I took some out of defense, I gotta redo the calc real quick. I'm sure this is probably really boring for you guys. Sorry, trying to make viable teams is really difficult, honestly. Especially in a meta when there's so many things to account for. I'm just straight up ignoring the existence of teams like the freeze, blue screen freeze stuff. Because like Mucus doesn't block it on Babo, otherwise that would be a counter. I could do like match on Osakai. You like being able to watch the team building process? Okay, I'm glad. Man, I almost want to just go buy Goring just so I can have my Luma Grumper. I might do that real quick. Coward Terrestrial Grumper. The whole point is for free heals with Inductor, so Grumper can be an option for a raid boss. I have like 4 raid boss options on this team, 5 if you technically include Mimit. I really only have 2 supports, but Grumper kind of acts as a 3rd support, and Babo is a healing support, so it's not bad. Actually, I'm just gonna put Sweatband on before I think about anything else. Doesn't need any speed. We'll hit the triple water cutting lily breakpoint. It's important. It's really important. It's hardly any invest anyways. Because Babo has one of the highest base staminas in the game. Show us the worst possible team I can make. That would take far too much time. But maybe someday you can make a channel point something for tell me to make a stupid team or something. Alright. Very offensive Baboa. I'm gonna want max speed on this Osakai just for some really fast Jinx Whispers. I'm gonna have Tent. There we go. Think Temtem will ever add a baby tier to competitive? I know a lot of people are asking for like possible themed tournaments. Like they have they have tournaments in the game every weekend, and I don't think it would be unreasonable to have just a theme for something. Just like, oh, you're forced to bring first evolutions. So maybe someday. Let's go up to 61. What is that set? It's a support Venma. This is the biggest meme on the team, so like I'll probably end up swapping it around. Hope one day they put mono teams to build like gym leaders. Just gotta figure out gears for everything now. I'm thinking nut bar on Thai food just so it can last the yeah, you know, maybe building blocks is better. Nut bar is really good on mimets. You want to be a Crystal Dojo Master so bad? Crystal is one of the hardest types to make a mono team with, I've heard. I want to try though, like that sounds like a challenge to me. Double screen or maybe even umbrella might be nice on Grumper. Oh, maybe mom's lunch even. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with the Waddle's item. It is bad, but that's what makes it fun. Yeah, like, definitely. Allies targeted with an offensive digital technique, 15% of the damage gets redirected to the attacker. Oh, that's... I actually didn't read what... I thought it redirected to your ally. Does it have to live for this to proc? Does anyone know? Or is it just free mirroring on digital moves? Because then that might be a really nice item on the Waddle. It's just a bad trait. He uses it with mirroring. Yeah, that's kind of... Yeah, I can see that being funny. Because I mean, there's not a whole lot. Like, I can't do, like, Snare. Diabolo's not gonna help. Reactive Vial, no. I do, like, Handcuffs. I've got Emanip on it. Did 70% with Chromion, took 50% in recoil. And it didn't kill back with Glass Blade. Oh no! Oh, I didn't do any attack invest. Okay. We're gonna try it then. Alright, we're gonna queue up. And I know I spawned all these Spreels, but I'm actually gonna go fly over to Arbory and check the auction house. Because I want to see if there's goring I can throw on my Luma Grumper, and then get the... be able to use the Luma in Showdown. Have I ever salted a slug? No. I actually like slugs, they're really interesting. I've only ever seen like one in real life. I think I've seen some people have like pet snails. They're probably not the most interesting pet, but I think they would be really cool. I saw like a huge like terrarium. It had little places for a snail to roam around, a little water pool. It's really cool to see somebody care so much about some snails. It was just on YouTube. You'll probably Google it and find it. Man, why does this have to be expensive? Whatever. I'm gonna buy it for my club later for like half that price. And the video tab is super cool, etc. Like with all the ETCs we got from Dojo Wars, oops. They're all 20k. Whoever asks first gets it, basically. But now with Dojo Wars only being once a month, it's gonna be real hard to get ETCs. I hope they like quadruple the rewards. We've got a whole bunch of the more common, less used ones. I was actually surprised we don't have Flood though, and Flood's pretty expensive on the auction house for being such a simple move. It's individual rewards, all of it? I thought just the Novas were. I won't even really be able to participate. Anyways, like work makes me busy for 5 slots. and the only one I'm able to participate in is like the worst one for the rest of the club. All right, we got our first match. Got to remember to pick the right team. This team's gonna be awful. Lurie. Okay, we actually see an opposing Taifu. We see two Toxics. Oh, Lowaddle gets banned. Probably afraid of the blue screen, which is really unfortunate. I think Lowaddle's got a lot of value with supports, Seppuku, Sacrifice, Penance, but it's gonna get banned out a lot just because people are afraid of blue screen. Opposing waifu. Yeah, I don't have good type coverage on this team. I might do something where I lead Babua and Mimit, and then steal one of the Babuas. That way I'd actually get Toxic Slime without Shween's Horn, and it would be super nice. I think this works out though. Babua can't be burned and can go in one-shot Tolkien. And then with Grumper I'm able to threaten out the Volaren from coming in. At this point, I really wish my Mimit was landing. Life is available though. So I think we're gonna give it a try because that's what the whole point of the team is. If it doesn't work out, that's fine. Osakai is kind of nice. It can get some faster sleeps off. But it's really weak to these two, Taifu and Babua. I think I'm going to give the Mimit a try instead. What makes Asol the best League character? I don't know about the best, but it's got, like, probably the best late game. Infinite, well, not the best, but it's got an insane late game. Because of infinite scaling. With the new star mechanic they added. So that's kind of cool. This is a pretty good swap to my Venmet. Because Tolkien swaps out. Taifu comes in, no surprises there. He's the best for his quotes. I don't know a lot of his quotes offhand. Well, that was really good damage, wow. For a resisted move, that's kind of nuts. Alright, zero attack, Venmet, go! Usually on Asol, you just click random abilities until good things happen. Natural conversion, yeah, that did like no damage. He healed like 10% off of it though. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the exhaust though. That did not do nearly as much as I was hoping. So I can swap out my Mimits, or my Babua for Mimit. No. Why would I do that? I'll just get the sacrifice off. Because that's available. Since it's not the safe retreat Taifu, we will get... Alright, it doesn't get the regen ticks. Ours will later on. So that'll be nice. 4 times resist on the toxic slime. I will take a poison tick though. Bob was kind of running out of stamina. So very, very sad there. So I'm actually going to save my Baboa for now, swap into Taifu, and then yoink their Baboa. I know I could steal mine, but I'm hoping that the opposing Baboa has a water move that I can use to threaten out Tolkien. My Baboa does not. Its water move is Toxic Slime with Schween's Horn. See Oshi into the Mimit. Very interesting because I take half damage on the turn I changed into something. And then Nutbar gives me a lot of health value. I'm gonna actually ignore the Baboa. Yes, he has Laundry. I won't have priority. Oh, I have Grumper, so it even has priority, so that's kind of cool. Actually, I am just going to use Leech on the Baboa. I imagine that kills, but maybe it doesn't. Let's use Water Cutting. Oh, it's a very, very fast Scunch. Because it outsped my... Oh, I guess it's probably not that fast, but it outsped my Taifu with priority. So it's got some speed invest. Schween's Horn Toxic Slime, kind of interesting. I think he would have got more value if he clicked not that. I guess he was just trying to save stamina, because if he used Water Cutting, he would OX. I'm gonna just double the Scunch, because I'm not really afraid of the Baboa. One more turn and it OXs. It's slower than both of my Tems, I can kill it whenever I want. Get Oshi on the Taifu. My Taifu's pretty bulky, but it still doesn't like to eat that. I'll get some health back though with Leech. Scunch OXs. That's pretty good damage. That is not good damage though. Revitalize on the Scunch, okay. You got a Building Blocks proc. I think this is gonna be Dust Vortex. He did swap in Tolkien, so that was a good swap, and then so he swaps in Gazma. Okay, I was kind of hoping for a Taifu. My thoughts on the Avengers movies? I think the first couple were pretty good, but then eventually it just started getting a little repetitive, and I feel like they always kind of push an agenda with movies nowadays. They get too political. Hello, Senpai. Welcome. No idea if my Mimit's gonna outspeed. I would imagine there's just a double tornado coming its way, and I will not. But it's worth a try. Gazuma's really good on this. Grumper's really good on this board anyways. Resists everything. If he decides to double the Grumper slot, that's even better. Oh man, that's perfect. Doesn't kill. Kind of sad, but it's okay. I want to kill Tolkien, because that's the only thing that can really threaten out Taifu. You know, I'm not really playing this like a super raid bossy team. I got a building blocks proc on my Taifu and a sacrifice on my Babua, but still, it's definitely not the most raid boss like team anyone's ever seen, I'm sure. I'm gonna just T-strike for healing. You do see the Taifu to resist. If I live this, I get a Toxic Slime off, which would be super cool. No, not quite. So I'm gonna swap in my Babua, and then I'm gonna swap Grumper for Taifu, just so that I don't want the opposing Taifu to get a leech off and then heal a bunch. I also get revitalized synergy with my Taifu, so this will be really nice. Tesla Prison, that's fine. I'm Mucus and I'm +3, plus I'm revitalizing, so. So there's the leech. This isn't going to do much at all. Yeah, natural conversion too. Heals like 4%. I heal more with revitalize here. I'm going to leech the Gazuma slot. Actually, I'm going to double the Taifu just because it's going to be a huge pain, and it's really the only thing that threatens out Grumper from this point. I mean, Skunch kind of does, Babua as well, but I think it's okay. If I can get rid of Taifu, that would help the most. Ooh, this Taifu's running knockback. Interesting. That actually hurts with natural conversion. I don't think this kills just because I don't have enough special attack invest. Yeah, it definitely doesn't. But now Toxic Slime guaranteed does. Very nice. Gazuma OX is if it attacks, it rests, which makes sense. Possibly gonna see Tolkien here. Oh, we see Babua. I'm not afraid of the Babua. I can use Leech with priority, I'll outspeed it and finish it off. Then I can just revitalize Taifu again. I'll get building blocks proc after this turn, I believe. I could just like attack the Gazuma, but it's just not an offensive threat. Only thing I can use is Tesla Prison without OXing, and that is resisted by Taifu, and I have Mucus on Babua, so it's practically resisted by him as well. Opposing Babua goes down, I heal just a teensy bit. And now I heal more. Looks like a double rest by the Gazuma. Here comes the Tolkien, no surprises. I think Taifu can handle whatever's coming at it. I'll just get a guy off just for some more healing and stamina sustain just in case. See the Hurricane. Doesn't do a whole lot. Oh, fire tornado. That might actually hurt pretty bad. Oh, I live though. I could have swapped to Grumper there, but if he swapped to Scunch, I guess the Toxic Slime would have still killed it, so. He just has no way to kill Boboid this game. He didn't have any Toxics. Gonna double up, finish off the Scunch, and then I believe that'll be game. The Gazuma just has no way to do anything here. He can finish off Taifu and put my Grumper to sleep, or my Bobo to sleep for a turn, I suppose. Yeah. But I mean, even with an Oshidashi, the Scunch shouldn't be able to take out Grumper in one turn. Scunch also probably OXs. If it does, yeah, okay, not quite an OX, but that is a lot of its stamina bar. Dust Vortex should take that down. And then one more Toxic Slime next turn to finish off the Gazuma. Nope, no, just the one does. Wow, that's a really squishy Gazuma. GG's to our first opponent. Starting off the day with a win, always a good sign. Might end up actually finishing the Spreal radar today. Should be interesting. I'm not sure. I don't really want to start another radar, because then I'd be stuck in the middle of one at the start of next week's Sci Park. So I might just like go to the melee shrine and train up some of my Lumas, because apparently they need to be level 100 with max TVs. Lumacernius one of your faves? Yeah, I love all the orange Lumas. Pookie's my favorite though. Alright, got another match. Brutal Felix. So unfortunately we are now facing the Koi shenanigans and we are in a bad spot. Wish they kept Piranha at the same as Pookie. Yeah, I like the red's cool and all, but I think it would have been a lot nicer if they used orange. We'll see what they do for the Umbras if they do become a thing. Really don't have great options against this team. I didn't want to face. I didn't want to face this. This is a hyper aggro team. It just deals so much damage so quickly that it destroys me before I can set up anything. Can bring in Mix. Because I have so much defense invest in my Mix, I should be able to live any one attack. I'll bring the Venmet just because it's really physically bulky because it's parrier. You're 100% sure, or 90% sure it's T-Shrap and Albion. It's good to know. I'm probably just gonna ban the Chromion next though, just because digital still wreck me. Like turn 1, I'm just Crystal Spikes the Babula and strangle it, and then turn 2 we'll have to figure that out. Honestly, Mix might even die to the Lava Wave. I calced for Stone Ball, which is higher BP, but this is a War Drum Babula and a Pyromaniac Fire Chip Mastion. It also has higher attack. And since I don't have any speed invest, I won't outspeed to Crystal Spikes myself or anything. Already mourning the loss of Mix, yeah. Mix is like the only way I win this game. It's the only damage output I have that doesn't get absolutely wrecked. Gotta bring Grumper as well. Yeah. I mean, I'll see what I can do here. I don't think it's gonna go well at all. Like turn 1, I can challenge him by staying in with Mix, but if I die, then the game's over. Other option is that I swap to Lowaddle, since Lowaddle is not going to do anything for me offensively. And then I just get some chip on someone. He could even double with a fire move and a water move, and that hits my entire backline. See an Ice Cubes, so that's his turn 1 water move. And that would have gone before my Mix was able to do anything, which would have been very bad. So I do have Sacrifice up on Lowaddle, and also Sacrifice up on Venmet. So I am now seeing an option where I double sacrifice first into, or both into Osakai. And then somehow try and stall out this game, I guess. I don't think it's possible at all, but he just swaps out the Mimit. Or swaps out the Mastion. So I do get a sacrifice off with no punishment. That's super good. Also the Seppuku, I don't know if this is running Drool or not. If it is, it can get it off basically for free. Mix is actually alright on this board. If he attacks this turn, that would be bad. I would want to swap into Venmet. If he drools the next turn, I would rather get the Toughen off now. I'm gonna risk it and Toughen now. Always the Ice Cube, so I don't even get to move. I should have rested. I didn't know what he would do. Yeah, I forgot the Ice Cube still has the freeze. They're changing it with the hotfix patch, but right now it's still has it. Bulky Parrier Venmet. Woo! Grumper will actually be really nice in Hazrat and Zalbian. It's just a matter of, do these things have Drool? Because if they do, I'll be in bad shape. I think I Crystal Spikes this Babua. It will die after the refresh, just in case it does Drool. And then I will strangle the other Babua. If he just doubles Venmet, that works too. Better safe than sorry. Mix is kind of burning through its stamina, which I don't like, but I had to take the risk. So Grumper will be really nice late game. I think right now I'm gonna bring in Osakai. Mastion's only been on the turn 1 field, so it doesn't have Meteorite up. If he brings in Hazrat Mastion, then the Hazrat's gonna have synergy. So it'll go before the Mastion. I'm gonna click Denigrate. And Toughen. I think. No, I'm gonna click Toughen. Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't put it to sleep this turn. I already forgot I clicked Denigrate first. I'll Denigrate this turn, and then next turn I will put the Mastion to sleep. If he has the Mastion attack the mix and not the Hazrat, that could be bad. Okay, please knock me into Puppet Master. Yes. Now, please don't have Meteor Swarm. It does, no! That sucks. That was like the one move I needed it not to have. I guess Mastion doesn't really have a lot of moves, and since it's Pyro, it's going to be running it. I just figured, because you're going to be running Lava Wave and Meteorite, and for water coverage you're going to want Aqua Stone. So I was really hoping it would be running Rage as the 4th move, not Meteor Swarm. We're just gonna see a double end Grumper here, that makes sense. Grumper takes that pretty well. Osakai, I can push off the burn with the regen tick and also get heals, so I heal a nice amount there. I can Dust Vortex Hazrat, and I'm gonna get the Nito off on Mastion before it gets a move. And it's not running Water Blade, so... He actually swaps the Hazrat for Zalbian. Which is a good play. Depending on what move he has on his Zalbian, he might be able to kill my Grumper. I'm going to put the Hazrat to sleep if at all possible, so it can't get any more damage off. Maybe that's stupid. Maybe I should have done that to the Zalbian. Because if Zalbian doesn't use a priority move here, I'll outspeed it. But Hazrat is fast, so... yeah. And yeah, that could have been on the Zalbian. Very unfortunate. See Crystal Bite. Come on, Grumper, live. Aw. That was definitely a misplay there. I was expecting a Cyber Claw. See Laundry, interesting. It's not synergy, so I think my stat changes stay. Think. So wastewater from the Zalbian. So it's got Crystal Bite, Laundry, Wastewater. I have no idea what its last move is. It didn't use T-Shrap, so I'm assuming it doesn't have that. Jinx Whisper on the Zalbian. Once I get Hazrat down, I won't have to worry about toxic ticks at all. I just want to do what I can to create that situation. You're just gonna alternate toxic ticks on me, basically. Because that's his best way of damaging me. I can heal 20% a turn with Body Stretch, but that's it. Nothing more. I'm just gonna rest until Hazrat dies now, get some stamina back. Hazard only gets one more turn. I'm probably gonna might see a Laundry here. See, that actually wipes my toxic tick, I believe. Yeah, so that's really good for me. And now it's his strongest move. But he's self-laundry? Oh, you know what? He could have. I didn't even think about that. He definitely could have. That would have wiped the statuses. And it wouldn't have even done too much to Hazrat, so I probably should have 5 PPH Zalbian. Adrenaline shot Hazrat. Must be running Rush as its flex slot. Just gonna rest just another turn or two. And he concedes. GG's, Brutal Felix. He was running stall for most of last season, so I don't feel too bad about that kind of weak victory. That's actually our 2 wins in a row for the day, so 2-0 first games with this team. That's pretty good. Also, it's Thursday, so we got that was our 8th mission that we completed, so we got the like extra weekly bonus. So that was nice. I can go spend more hotfixes to complete Lumas that I don't really have. Yay! Yeah, 1700, super nice. Since this is the early form of the team, I think I'll post the code to it. I should have done that earlier. I like posting an early version of the code, so anyone interested can do it and modify. Support Tataru. I actually considered putting support Tataru on this team. So let me just make a code for this real quick. Let's call it Raidboss and 8P1. This is my beginner team. I can wipe this. So we want to include the Tataru. Let's look at his moveset real quick. We got Tenderness, Sacrifice, Cooperation. No, we got P-Jab. P-Jab Turbo Support. Okay. You don't want the crazy moves, which is completely fair. It lost Stone Ball, which was a really big hit to its support for turbo teams because that was its earth coverage. Alright, I think on a turbo team nowadays, it would be cool to have Whiplump now that it has HKS. That leaves us really bad electric weakness. What are some earths that can benefit from turbo? It kind of screwed poor old Mudrid. I have Turok. Maybe a Soil Steam Turok, because it'll be faster. Cooperation instead of Tenderness. I don't even have Tenderness on this set because you said Turbo P-Jab. If you want triple stamina support, I guess that could work too. It just wouldn't have extra energy slam. Alright. I mean, so many temps can utilize Turbo. Maybe we should get like a... We should probably have Nox on here just for a double second support. I still like Nox as one of the better Turbo users. So probably be good. So you kind of need, we need something to hit wind, so we should have an electric type. Here, a Volt on a turbo team, anyone? We could have Gazuma. I don't think we really need it though. We already have enough turbo on the team. We need some damage. So many electric types are either like super fast fraggers or super slow. You know what? You're right, Volgon, because superconduct. The problem is that it can't offer a whole lot to the team besides that. It can get some fast amperes off. I guess we'll need some physical attackers for beef up and stair support. Maybe have DC beam on there just for a quick attack. We kind of get walled by natures right now, so we should add a fire type too. No, we're gonna put Mastion. Strangle a shot, but I mean, like, if you have a turbo team, Strangle is the lowest prio possible, so you can't get a whole lot of use out of it. Go Water Blade and Rage. Like, if you get a turbo and a Rage off on a Mastion, it can just wreck teams with that high of attack stat. Not like there's many moves on Volgon. Yeah, I mean, that's true. But I mean, like, so we got Turok and Mastions for physicals. Could always do Willpower Drain too, Stamina Control. Cage. I'm still a little weak to Electric. Probably throw a Crystal on here now. Venerith's cool. Maybe a Chimerian under Turbo. I have a Frond Whip. Just let me legs it out without Osakai. Yeah, I suppose that Osakai does need support with it losing the slingshot bonus. Can get, it doesn't have a whole lot of moves it can even use. Probably Dimmok just for some more damage. Yeah, I mean, they removed Martial Strike, which was a slightly harder hitting melee move, because they made it physical. Ironak in the back on a turbo team? That seems kind of weird. Run Rockfall. That's fair, we have Mastion and Volgon for 2 synergies. I don't think we need a third fire though, because Volgon offers that. Almost run Volcrane too. Really, but no, that would be way too many water weeks. Maybe Tolkien. Wherever Tolkien's at, probably at the top, yeah. You could save some TVs on speed and have more in bulk, because you can get the turbo. You still only have 3 electric weaknesses. Have 2 earths to hit electrics. A side turbo team with defense debuff. And if we want defense debuff, we swap that for stair. Yeah, that's true. So we want more physical attackers. You could almost go Raiken. Even just get a turbo for the Prideful when it doesn't work. Don't even need synergy with Questa that way. Fast Magma. I think Rishi was on that on his turbo team for a little while. So yeah, I'd say a team like this would probably be something. You don't have to invest in as much. No, I mean, you still probably want to invest in Stam, but Tatter could help a lot with cooperation. The heals are nice. You have some fairly bulkier Tems here. The only real squishy one you have would be Whiplump. You hate saying Yalis' name, but you like Yalis over Osu. That might be a good call, just because Osukai is basically just a Earth type, and it's only an Earth type on turn 2. I used to love Hook Slingshot Osukai, but it really got destroyed. Because first they nerfed Hook, and then they nerfed Slingshot. Now it has nothing. Yeah, this is at the top. You probably just go mirroring. That way you can still build it bulky, and it'll get value because of the turbos. Probably go like Hand Fan, Fire Chip, Fake Beard. Maybe you go bait on the Turok and then Fake Beard on the Volgon, because its stamina is even worse. Aranak, you can pretty much just throw any item on it and it'll work out. Marbles is always solid. I guess Gal. There's so many times on this team with bad stamina. Like the cooperation helps for sure, but it's kind of a struggle. Maybe you go Sweatband on a Volgon, just because it'll be ignored and on the board a lot longer. Nope. Gravel bag on Turok. Thanks for reminding me. Yes, this was a Soil Steam Turok. Volgon has willpower. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Sweatband tires. If that's what you prefer, that could definitely work. Pataru. Did I put nut bar on anything? No. Nut bar is always good. I have Narco on this Nox, so Pillow's not going to be fantastic. Diabolo. There we go. Yeah, for a support Tattoo with turbo and physical, something like this I think could be good. I mean, you're basically playing around these 4 Tems with also a possibility of Whiplump as an HKS user. You could easily swap Whiplump for Aerobic Volerend, and I think that would be really good as well. Might even be better, honestly, but I just think it's really goofy that Whiplump gets hyperkinetic now. It would take me ages to spread all these, so I think this is just as much as I'm going to do. But I can just generate a code real quick, and then I guess you could like fill in with showdown spreads if you wanted. Just kill some more Spreels. Yeah, I've never actually played a turbo team myself. I feel like taking a turn just to get the speed advantage sometimes isn't worth it much now that hyperkinetic isn't on Grandpa. Like, if you're able to do it, increase your speed while also increasing your offense, I think that's good. So stuff like Sharpening's really nice. But you'd have to have some really good tools just for increasing speed. Running Rage Tat with Turbo. Yeah, I mean if you do get speed and offense off, it can be really good. But that's two different turns, and that's also almost a best of one strategy, because once you reveal the rage, then your opponent knows that it can be that it should be targeted, like focused down. I mean, if you enjoy it, that's great though. I should probably try a Turbo Team at some point. I would definitely like to have Mudred on it though, so it's sad that it lost Turbo. I'd have Nox though. Always like stuff that gets unique moves, so having wind types that or non-wind types that learn Turbo is really nice. Keeps variety. We got a match. Almost picked the other team. Beza Nabo. Probably pronouncing that wrong. I have not seen this player before. They got a pretty goofy avatar, goofy face. Triple monotype on this team. Double neutrals. We'll likely see a ban on Mulatto, which is kind of sad. Not. So he's got like the Zyzer and 2-wire combo. Looks like a showdown player. I don't know the presets, but maybe it is. Be interesting, or it's kind of cool to see some that are already getting higher ranked. He's also got Schween Tat combo. I think I have to ban the Tatteru then. He bans Mimit. So this team so far looks like a bunch of cheese leads. Like it's got Whiplump, Hazrat, it's got 2-wire, and Zyzer. 0 Thames Gold 3. Okay. I don't know my leads very well with this team yet. Like, I'm running out of time. He's probably just gonna lead Saipat and Schween, which makes complete sense. I don't know if the Saipat has Schween's Horn or not. If it does, then Babua is perfect here. If it doesn't, then Babua dies. Schween Saipat, yeah. I mean, I had Babua available, so I wasn't too afraid of that specifically. I do want to ban the Schween now. It's a crystal type, so it can beat my team pretty badly. I don't even have a mental move on my Loaddle, because it's full support. I mean, I guess I have Eminit, but that hardly counts. I think I'm gonna bring Grumper. It at least brings pressure with it. Let's see, so he has the option of freezing some. Well, he can't freeze my Babua though, because of Mucus. Babua probably one-shots Whiplump. Maybe we see the Hazrat swap in here for the Whiplump. That would be kind of bad. I think I'm swapping out Osakai for Venmet right now, and then I'll just water cutting the Whiplump slot, and we'll figure out from there. Unless this is a really slow Whiplump, he probably stayed in. Alright, he's about to figure out what the mucus trait does the hard way. Poor guy. Okay. So that's one of the biggest threats down. If I can take out Saipat, then Osakai can pretty much roam free. But I mean, I don't really have any good ways to do that. If I had Kesugatame up, I could use that on the Hazrat and the Babawa might outspeed afterwards. Maybe not. It's only a -3 speed drop. If the Hazrat's faster than the Saipat, I can swap in Mix and then get it into Puppet Master. But if the Saipat's faster, it'll get Nicho off first. And okay, I think that's going to be my play though. I'm going to strangle the Hazrat and bring in Mix. Even if the Saipat goes first and Mix dies, I can bring in Babawa and the rat will be OX'd. We know that the rat is not Adrenaline Shot because it has Fake Beard. Okay, so the Saipat is faster. Alright, awesome. Venmet's alive. I'm not sure if this player is familiar with the type charts very well right now. Maybe. So yeah, we're going to click buttons. You can swap in Zyzer, yeah. He also swaps out Hazrat. Interesting. I get the Denigrate off, which is good damage on the Momo. Him keeping both the Saipat and the Hazrat alive is kind of bad for me. Because if I was able to kill either one of them, I would be free on either Babawa or Grumper. Inky's putting in work right now. Yeah, Inky is so good. Especially, I'm assuming it's Spec Inky. Could be wrong, but I just feel like Spec Inky is so much stronger than Fizz Inky. It's got this on your Series X, and so far it's an awesome game. A lot of Pokemon, but more MMO style. Yeah, Temtem is awesome. It's my favorite game of all time. Well, at least it is now. Kind of have to swap in Babawa here. Found out you can go to random people's moms, Thames, and scan them for your decks or whatever. Yeah, that was always a really cool feature. I finished my Tempedia real quick, so I didn't run into that a whole lot, but it was still a cool feature. Borrow other people's Thames. Yeah, so there's a mode called Showdown, just on... It's on one of your tabs in the escape, or I'm not sure what the button is on in a Series X, but there's a button, and you can just click to find... Or you just type in a code, or you can create your own teams. So it's just like Pokemon Showdown, if you've heard of it. Complete team builder, anything you could have want, and then you can just go right into PvP. I'm gonna swap in Osakai. Osakai will be faster than Momo. I would love to Toxic Slime, but if that's an Amphibian Saipat, it would be really bad. The redeem codes... anyone who has a team, they can just make a code for that team and post it. Like, you can see on the side of my screen I have team codes. If you type in that code in Showdown, it'll just bring up that team that I have, and you'll be able to play it. So for a new player, I would recommend the one I have. It's called Easy Team. It's really a new player-friendly team. For in-game money currency, any recommended getting faster? I mean, every time you win a PvP match, you get some of both of the in-game currencies. You get Pan Suns and Feathers. Feathers are more of a late-game one, though. And then there's also daily missions, which you can complete on Showdown to get stuff. You get to rebattle NPC tamers. You can rebattle the dojo leaders and some of the dojo parks later on, but those are the only ones you're able to. Got the Tamer Pass too, figured why not. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff in this Tamer Pass. For me, I love the Pookie hat. There's also a housing thing called it's an aquarium full of Pookies, which is just a little goldfish stem. It's my favorite. Also, you get a free mount at the end, which is really nice. Just wondering how to get money after you beat NPCs. Yeah, so the dojo leaders you can fight weekly, and you get like 80-some thousand. Or no, it's 64,000. It's 8,000 each fight. So you can make 64,000 Pan Suns every week just by fighting them. Per dojo, yeah. Hazrat has Toxin Shower. Oof, okay. You're gonna be up pretty late tonight? The game's not going anywhere. But, glad to hear you like it. Need to have a decent team. Yeah, it's best to have a good team, but it is possible to beat with ones you've used in-game and such. I gotta focus on this game just a little bit. I think I bring in Mix and Grumper. Just use your Digi-Aggro team, one-shot all of them. Yeah, I mean, Digi-Aggro teams are super nice for that. Yeah, if you don't spend any money or any Pan Suns in your entire playthrough of the story and fight every tamer, I think you get like 200,000, which is easily enough to get a really solid starting team. Or at least it used to be. I guess prices did go up. But I mean, yeah, if you can even just get Thames with all green stats, and that would be plenty good. It depends on if you even want Pan Suns for stuff. Like, you can... like, you don't even need Pan Suns for much of anything. This guy is giving me like a rock, paper, scissors emote. Not quite sure why. Giving away postal eggs. Oh, that's super nice, Kip. Yeah, I stopped doing postal after a while, so I didn't build up any eggs. donated all yours to new streamers way back when. That's cool too. I didn't want to sit around waiting for people to figure out how to use the chat system when they were just starting out. I gave some of mine that I had 2 people who were doing that though. I know Laddie used to do that, and Shatish as well. I was gonna check his rank. Yeah, so it's a gold 3 player. Just started playing the game yesterday. Almost be interesting to spectate some of his matches, but I don't want to be rude either. Not even all green stats, just the one important. An alt, you'd guess? I don't think it was an alt. If it was like a really unique, crazy team that somebody didn't want to drop rank on their main account, I'd understand. But that was just a cheese team to get wins. It was literally just a team full of... Plus, do you remember he tried to freeze my Mucus Babua? It was definitely a newer player who just didn't know all the interactions yet. Oh, both of them were camaraderie. Rip Pookie. No, no Pookie, why? Gold 3 is kind of high for a new player. I know, it's really high. And they can probably get really quick wins with that team though. Like if somebody doesn't ban the Schween or Psypat, just get a Rage Amphibian boost off, and all of a sudden it can just wreck the entire team. I guess I forgot to queue up or something. We do that a lot. Insta match. I was trying to heal my Thames, man. Rematch against Felix. Lost your Luma. It's not even my OT Luma. I actually got it's actually Kip's, which I bought off of Starla. You insta-queued as well? Yeah, I mean I love insta-queues. It just means that everyone's playing the game. Super nice. Yeah, this is really interesting. I beat him last time, but this is still a really bad matchup for me. He has super high damage output that I don't have any great ways of dealing with. I can bring my striking mimic, steal the Babwa, and get Toxic Slime. I don't know if it's Schween's Horn, it might be Wardrum, in which case that would be bad. Because it would go before me and get the Toxic Slime off. We know that the Babwa is faster than the Mastion as well, so it's not like I can get Lava Waved into... another move that Lava Wave into Water Cutting Lily. It would be the other way around, so there's no way Mix would live. Gonna be triple Babua. I'm gonna ban the Mastion. Mix probably goes bye-bye here. Very sad. No, it doesn't. No, he have Schweenhorn from the last game. Was he the player with Schween's Horn though? I don't... I guess we've only played 3 matches. He probably was. I thought that he had War Drum on his Babua. Which would mean he's probably still running Toxic Slime, but it wouldn't be coverage. Or it would be coverage instead of being a water move. Plus, if he steals it with his own Mimit, even if it's holding Schween's Horn, the Mimit will have a toxic move, so it'll kind of be sketch. Yeah, maybe I should have just banned the Chromion. Now there's a special attacking Tim I have to worry about, instead of being able to get to a late game with Toughen with Osakai. Well, we'll see. actually did decent damage for level like Chromion. The damage it does is stupid. Yeah, it's very stupid damage. Also, the Babua is holding War Drum, so it is not Schmeen's Horn. Yeah, I'm actually gonna double into the Mimic slot. Because if Mimic goes down, then I don't even know if this kills. Yikes. Please kill. Okay, barely. If Mimic goes down, then he doesn't have any synergy for his Babua, and he can't take it out and get like double Chromion or anything. Yeah, I thought we had faced a different Babua. I think that was fine though. I think I still had enough health. I would have taken it and done the same exact thing. I'll keep the Mimit alive for now. It might be kind of nice against Chromion later. I have to kill Babua. Once I kill Babua, then Grumper's free. Grumper's so free. But I mean, I'm literally just playing this like a super defensive, bulky offense team. I'm not even getting to raid boss anything. It's so sad. I'm supposed to be playing raid boss, but I'm stuck with a no invest Mimit. Or Venmet. Okay, I swap Mimit. I think I go into... Mix is tempting. With a Lava Wave. I'm gonna kiss the Babua. Contagious, a little unfortunate, but that shouldn't matter too much. Okay, it's on the mix slot, super good. Now it's in Puppet Master range. Hazorat's only spread move is Toxin Shower, which will not do enough to kill Mix. Babua, I don't even think has a spread move. Babua is also trapped on the field now. I think I'm gonna refresh. And then I'm going to strangle the Babua. This goofy parry or Venmet's actually working out way better than I would have thought. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep Venmet in. If he attacks with Hazorat, Venmet goes down. Then I just bring in... mim it and then do stuff. Problem is if he has Electric Storm on his Gazuma or Binary Flood on his Chromion. He probably has Binary on Chromion, because Chromion's going to be running Microwaves, Thunder Strike, and those are about the only two moves that it needs, so it usually runs Hologram and Binary Flood in the last 2 slots. What I should have done is probably C-Spikes the Hazrat slot, predicting a swap. That would have been the because Brutal Felix is a really good player. He probably realizes that and is just wondering if I'm going to predict that. Because you normally wouldn't use a crystal move into a fire type like Hazrat, so it's a safer swap than bringing it in the Babua, where I want the Babua dead, so it wouldn't be surprising at all for me to get some damage off on it. I think I just used Denigrate though, so wasn't anything special. He also has to be careful because if he does have a just one hold move or just one spread move with Binary, it will. Okay, here's the swap that I was just talking about. If he uses it and kills something, then I can bring it in and it won't be off of hold yet. I'm pretty sure Gazuma has enough speed, it allows speed my... It allows speed my mix Crystal Spikes with a normal priority move. I guess I should have just hit the Babua here. Or swapped into Osekai instead. It's one of the 2 options. But, oh, never mind, we're good. Well, I mean, if it uses Electric Storm, we're not, but better than nothing. Let's see, Hurricane, yeah. So that's the spread. I forgot that's a common move on Gazuma now. So used to Electric Storm. Water cutting actually does more, but laundry covers for a swap. I don't have enough time to think. The Chromion actually stayed in. Babua lives. Oh, it's Pigment Inverter Chromion. I had no idea, and that's just ruins me. So that's gonna be game for sure. I'm now curious though if my Kesugatame actually would have outsped, and then I could have killed the Gazuma before it got hit off. Is the showdown move bug still happening? No, I believe they fixed that. I haven't run into it at all, and I've been changing my teams constantly. I should just forfeit here. I have no chance. But now I have the information for next time I face Felix that the Chromion's Pigment Inverter, so I don't have to be as scared of it. The only reason I banned it the last time was because it was a digital type and my team's really weak to digis. Also, it's good to know that the Chromion does have Binary Flood too. Oh, GG's, Felix. I did kind of throw when I didn't see Spikes the Hazrat slot like I said I should have. I had just made my moves too quickly. But it's not like there's unlimited time to think either. Oh, I guess the heal didn't go off. Pookie's still dead. Chaotico. No digis, there's a couple waters. Waters are threatening, especially Oshiara with spread moves. If I ban the Hazrat, though, I can actually try and do a raid boss with either Baba or Taifu. Alhi Gaming? Yeah, it's always cool to see an Alhi. So unfortunately there's a Minotaur on the other side, so if I want to pick Venmet for Strangle support, I can't actually strangle the Minnow because it'll have Adrenaline Shot. And then it'll just kind of ruin me the next turn. So I definitely want Taifu this game. I have to watch out for the Chimerian though. Chimerian will be really bad for me. Interesting, that's not the lead I was expecting him to go. At all. Hello, Grumper. Al has really high physical, or really high melee damage. But that's on turn 2. Turn 1 it doesn't have much. Bans Babo now, makes sense. I really have to be careful with my Taifu. I'm going to leave it in turn 1, because as soon as I swap it out, it's going to get safe retreat. So if I take some damage, I'd rather have it be now, so I can heal it off. Rockalum could lead to a really crappy late game with Taifu. I guess I should have banned the Chimerian, but like I said I was going to. Yeah. Oh, I had completely forgot about that. At least Chimerian I can hit with Dust Vortex. I could only use Hypoxia on Broccolum. Also, I'm threatening double melees, so he doesn't even pick it. He doesn't know that neither of these two have a... Oh no, I guess Osakai has Nito, but the Venmet doesn't even have a melee move to use. Mom's Lunch actually kind of working against me here. Minotaur has nothing it can do on this board. It'll likely swap. Is Osakai Body Stretch? It is. This is meant to be more of a raid boss team, though most games we've had today have not been able to pull that off. I think she just stays in. War Drum. It's actually quite a bit of damage on Grumper. War Drum helps him, I suppose. I hope this is a speedier Alhi so it dies here, but I don't know for sure if it will. Okay, it does. one of my Earths alive to help deal with Zenith in the late game. I think... Ugh. I actually want something to die so that I can bring in Mimit and then Mimit my own Taifu. So I'm gonna leave Grumper in. I put some special defense invest in, so I should live a water cannon, but if he doubles in with Minotaur, I will die. So he predicted me to leech and just swapped out, and then assumed I would swap on Grumper, so he swapped Minotaur, or he beefed up on Minotaur. He has nothing in the back that wants to take a T-Strike from Grumper now. I'm going to swap out Taifu now. It can get some value out of the 2 ticks, and it will... Yeah, it sucks to not get the building blocks proc, but I don't want to eat a Crystal Spikes and Black Hole if that's what's coming my way. This is the only board left that Osakai will be half useful in. Here's a safe retreat. Oh, Deluge. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, but it was on the Osakai. If it was on the Grumper, I would be in a bad shape. He's like way over predicting me. I'm just kind of clicking circles. Now I just have to wait for the Zenith to run out of stamina, and then Taifu's gonna be good. And like I said, if I can get a board where I can get a striking Mimit on my Taifu, that'd be perfect. I do have to be very careful here. Meaning, he's referencing there was a bug where if you dismissed a Tem on your Showdown team, it would have... and replaced it with a new Tem, it would still show the moves from the other Tem, even though it's the new one. So it was just a really weird bug. Oh, Madness buff. Okay, now that's a problem. Oh, he'll just Tsunami and then get some other chip damage with Zenith, maybe knockback. But that poses an issue for me. You've been experiencing a move bug where you get into your radar battle after a PvP match and the moves are gone in the second time till after battle. That's strange. I have not heard of that bug yet. Swaps the Zenith. Not overly surprising. It would actually be really nice if Osakai dies here so I can bring in Taifu on the double water board. Nice. Oh. Okay, I was not expecting my Venmat to be faster. That's cool though. I would have used a different move first. Oh, it would use Blizzard. Okay, that's why. I do have to really watch out for the Zenareth. That could cause some issues for me. But I have Dust Vortex. He's actually attacking the Mimit, which is kind of weird. Oh, Denigrate. You don't ever see Ukamas run that because it's a low prio move. It lowers my special attack though, so that's really good for him. He's probably fast enough too, where even if he clicks Denigrate, he'll still be faster than my Taifus. Actually, let's the Oshara go down here. Seems like a strange play because I can now double Dust Vortex the Zenareth. I'm not sure why he's attacking the Mimit either. Maybe he was hoping I would OX on my main Taifu, but I have Gaia. I'm not quite sure. There's building blocks. Might just see a concede here. Oh, he's gonna go for it. That is a lot of damage on my Mimit, but I don't think the Zenareth can take double DB. Okay, maybe. Maybe it can. Alright. A Leech should finish off the Zenareth. And then a 1v1 Taifu versus Ukama should be free. And he can only choose to kill my Mimit here. Yep, so Mimic goes down. It did a good job though, for sure. -2 into +3, still kills though. And there's nothing he can do from this point. GG's Chaotico. Yeah, I didn't mean to have double toxic on the field here. I have a feeling the leech animation looked better with the old model. I really like the animation. It's really goofy. I can't say it particularly looked better though. It looked pretty similar, honestly. The glowing eyes look a bit off center. I think it's always like that. It's almost like it's supposed to be trippy, kind of. I think. I don't know. I didn't design the move. No promotion. Unfortunate. It's getting pretty late again. I will do one more match and then head off. Didn't get through as many matches today as usual. Ended up doing a lot more team building. But that's fine. I love team building too. But I mean, 4-1 the first day with the team's pretty nice. Definitely call that a win. So I'll probably run this team tomorrow as well. So far I don't see any drastic changes I'd make to it. I think I used Lowaddle a whole one time and all it did was click Sacrifice. So I swapped in, ate a hit, and used Sacrifice. Like honestly, the Venmet has done a better job. Or, you know what, that's a lie. It doomed the double Babawas in my first match against Felix, which won me the game, so that was very important. So even if all the Waddle does is get to sacrifice, it can still do double Tems, which is super good. Facing Invincible. Last I checked, he was the #1 player. So this could be a very bad match for me. He's got double Toxics, double Fires, Shimuri, and this entire team counters me, honestly. There's also a Digi with Hedgen. Mashuk's a little strange, honestly. There's not a whole lot of physical attackers. There's Turok and there's Chimurian, so P-Jab isn't super useful. Maybe it's more of a turbo support, or maybe it's tireless. I'm gonna try banning Adoro, and then I'll be able to bring Venmet. I know that there's Hedgen still alive, and Digis are a bad matchup for me. But I do have... Okay, he did ban the Venmet, so I baited him into that. I don't want to pick Mix. As long as he doesn't double the slot, it should be able to get into Puppet Master from any one move. It does have a lot of spread though, so maybe that's not a good idea. Shoot. We're gonna go Striking Mimit. It's just the most flexible. I need to figure out what he's gonna pick before I make any moves. Magnus Donks. You always show up towards the end of my streams, BJ. Team's been pretty fun today, though. Got kind of a bad matchup here, though. Did you see a Chimerian? Maybe he's betting on my Osakai. It isn't Sensei, which is a good bet for him. He should pick either Hedgen or Volfi here, so he can... But if he doesn't pick Mashuk, I can pick Babola. So that's probably what he's conflicted with. He kind of had to pick Hedgen Mashuk. But that's a horrible lead. They have no synergy. It just would have countered my threats. Go off to bed soon anyways, works out? Alright, cool. Glad I didn't have to disappoint you too bad. Alright, so Babo is still pretty good here. Because a Mucus... I can't be burned by Mucus, or because of Mucus, so I can still get a Toxic Slime off. I can ban the Mashuk now. And then he's got like nothing to hit Babola, or to kill Babola. I just double the token slot for the entire game. I probably just use the Striking Mimit on my own Babola as well. I'll do Grumper and Taifu. He banned both my sacrifice users actually, which is kind of funny. Actually, the problem is... Once Baboa goes down, my Mimit Baboa actually doesn't have Schween's Horn or a water type move. So that's pretty bad. Osakai's bad here, but it's better than Mix. If he didn't pick Nesla, I might have actually even just stolen the Tolkien with my Mimit, so I could get a fire move and kill the Chimerian right here. It's Heater, so that's really good for me actually, because it reduces the damage that Baboa takes from Chimerian on the first turn, and how much my own Mimit takes, or the Baboa takes from my Mimit. I think I definitely want the Mimit Baboa though. I just have to hope the Tolkien stays in, dies, and then I get some tempo lead. We'll see in a moment. It stays. Oh, that is a very, very bulky Tolkien. There's like no speed invest in it. Actually, I should have noted that that's probably a base speed Chimerian. So that definitely makes sense. Also, that Chimerian, after a CPG, only lost like 40% stamina. So that it has an insane amount of invest in it. It's got like 81 stamina at minimum. Which I don't know how much invest that is offhand, but it's a ton. Unfortunately, the Tolkien outspeeds my Mimit even at +2. Babo's a very slow tem, so even at +2 it only hits, I'm not sure what value, but it's not much. He might just attack the Mimit here, finish it off. Yeah, he did. It doesn't quite kill, but it's in, both of them are in range to die to anything, basically. This was a mistake. He's probably using the Volphy to bring in his Hedgen now. Also, since I procced the bait on his Chimerian, he has even longer stam sustain. I really needed that thing to die, or to run out of stamina. Not having my Strangle user is actually really, really sad. Maybe it takes that. It'll get a move off before Chimerian unless Glassblade. Yeah. Not great damage, but it's something. Baboa living's good. I can get more damage off. It's not going to be enough, though. Volphy's still alive, and I don't have anything great to deal with. Anything else? So both the Babos are going to die here. Oh, I was hoping Mimit lived that. That would have been huge for me. So Taifu's important, but it's also the only thing that can finish off Volphy right now. My Osakai will outspeed the Chimerian and put it to sleep. It'll take a plague from Volphy though. He could swap in Nestla for the Chimerian. If Nestla has camo, yeah, then I still get OX'd, and it does not get put to sleep. So that was the best play he could have done. I mean, his Nestla is on a board against my Taifu, which isn't great for him, but I can't one-shot it. I don't have enough special attack invest. Probably just brings in Chimerian here anyways. He's safe to swap to Hedgen and then Frond with Bosakai. There's nothing I can do about that. Yeah, I lost this game. As soon as... Even with that prediction, it just doesn't matter. I don't think I kill the Hedgen with Hypoxia, ever. If I did, then maybe there'd still be a sliver of a chance, but I just don't think I do. Okay. Hedgen goes down. Just something. Unfortunately, I don't even have any moves I can use on Grumper right now. I can use Sparks, I suppose. I'll be able to minimize how much I OX. Ouch. Yeah, that hurts bad. Sharp Leaf, okay. Grumper dies to the next Sharp Leaf. I don't even need to kill the Nestla right now. It's not a threat at all. Oh, you know, I don't know why I clicked something that wasn't Sparks from Grumper. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I would have got outsped. That regen's nice. I recommend this game? Absolutely. This is my favorite game of all time. It's like, if you enjoy Pokemon and you love the competitive aspect of it, this is a must-buy in my opinion. It does everything Pokemon tries to do better. Story's also pretty good. I wasn't able to get too much into the story, but the competitive aspect is this is the best monster battler out there. The support Turbo team is really weak to Toxics. That's really goofy considering normal. I mean, we had Turok, we had... what else did we have? I didn't think it was that bad against Toxics, but maybe it was. I guess Nox can't hit Toxics. Oh, he conceded. So GG's invincible. The Taifu finally getting some raid boss value in the end. Turok and Whip Lump? Oh, yeah, that's not going to be great. Did you get it on your Steam Deck or OLED Switch? The Switch version, unfortunately, still has quite a few bugs, as far as I'm aware. So I would recommend getting it on Steam Deck. So where's Invincible at? D3, yeah, I think he's still number 1. Shirk's probably number 2. Let's just see if he's caught up. No, he's D1 Division 3. Very interesting. Lots of similarities, but takes advantage of where Pokemon failed to mature. For sure. I mean, like, Pokemon has used the exact same thing every time, but this game adds stuff like synergies. It completely has a different priority system than Pokemon, and the one in Temtem is way better. In my opinion, at least. And then it gets rid of all the RNG from, like, there's no critical hits, there's no random status effects, there's no flinches. No double flinches from Rock Slide. Or anything stupid like that. It's fair competitive, yeah, exactly. No hacks. I kind of just want to finish out this radar. So I'm gonna finish out the radar. I'm not gonna do any more comp matches tonight, but if anyone wants to just chat for a bit longer or has any more questions, I'll gladly stick around while I finish this out. What's the next hunt? I'm pretty much going to be alternating between Spriel and Halsey for now, I think. I think the rest, I don't know, I'm conflicted on buying another radar this week because we're already halfway through the week and I want to be able to go and do Sci Park next week. Thanks for all the knowledge, everyone. Appreciate the feedback. Yeah, for sure, no problem. A lot of us here are Temtem fanatics. I feel like we've got a really strong community here. And thank you so much for the follow as well. Be out here taming. This radio's gonna take a bit longer if they keep surviving. Your friend and I are considering streaming a co-op. Yeah, for sure, go for it. That's another thing I forgot to mention, but like the co-op in this game through the story is super nice. I wish I could go back and do it co-op with a buddy of mine. But I'd have to like forget all the knowledge I've gained from competitive in order to do that. Yeah, a first time playthrough co-op is so much fun, I imagine though. Yeah, they have the challenge. They have challenge modes too. That's right, for people who like the PvE. So you can actually do a Nuzlocke as part of the game, or speed runs, and they also have a random lock if you with like all random moves and such. Tem spawning in random locations. And didn't know any evolution. I ended up looking up which Tems were in an area and kind of looking at what they turned into when I found new Tems, just because I didn't want to get something I thought was ugly and I wasn't going to use on the team. Might try PvP tonight? Awesome, Blastoise, yeah, for sure. I'd give it a try. Full blind? Yeah, that's really good too. Remember seeing the starters final Evo and Tyra? Oh, that's right. You'll kind of get spoiled a little bit because the Thames follow you in this game. So, and it's an MMO. So you'll see other people around with Thames you've never seen before. Somebody else mentioned earlier, if you actually like interact with the Tem that's following another player, it'll add it to your Tempedia. So you can see it there. It was kind of just a cool little addition. Like right now, I got this guy following me. I can't even interact with him. His hitbox is so big. Tempedia, yeah, that's just the Pokédex of this game. We've gotten into habits of saying the Temtem version of everything Pokemon related. Like, it's not fighting type anymore, it's melee type. It's not neutral type, or it's not normal type, it's neutral type. See, I can't even. Like, Pokemon ice type, I still see it as crystal nowadays. Fish, yes. Veraniant is amazing. Pookie's just slightly better. The Digital's a steel type. Yup, that's another one. I see Kling Klang and I'm like, wow, that thing's weak to water. I mean, some steel types definitely look more like digital types. That's why I said Kling Klang. Kind of like in Crystal to Steel. Yeah, I think kind of like a mix of ice and steel. I'm trying to think what even is an ice steel type. I know there's like a Alolan Sand Slash. It's like the ultimate crystal type. It's even got the crystal spikes coming out of its back. Well, Crystal and Digi didn't really have equivalents. I mean, they don't. But like, my brain still makes it work somehow. Similar weaknesses, that's true as well. Both of them weak, or the crystal's weak to melee and essentially rock. Neutral weak to mental and melee. I think the biggest one that gets me is the wind and toxic interaction. I went and tried out one of the Pokemon seasons at some point in the couple months ago, and I'm like, why isn't my wind super effective against this toxic type? Yeah. too much Temtem. Nah, who am I kidding? You can never have too much Temtem. I just got knocked into energy reserves by a horde of Spreal. Poison being weak to Psychic and Ground. No, like Psychic I could almost get, because it's like, oh, that was the last one? Oh, rip, no Spreal. I was saying, like, if you are like a Psychic and you could kind of like almost look into your own body, like a mental image, and like find the poison and expel it somehow, I don't know, that's still kind of sketch. Ground, I have no idea though. Like, if you pour poison on the ground, it doesn't do anything. I don't know how the ground beats toxic though. Toxic plants grow out of the ground. Let's put Pookie back in the front. Alright, but that is going to be all from me today. The team code is on the side of the screen. I'll just show it again though, bigger. There it is. Strong stream? Yeah, thank you. I'll hopefully be back tomorrow again. No guarantees, but I'll try. Thank you all so much for showing up, and I will see you later. Oh, actually, hold on. I didn't check if there's gonna be anyone to raid today. Starla's streaming. We're gonna go raid Starla. She'll appreciate that. She's recently got into streaming. She's been in the comp scene for a while. So if you guys want some more PvP content, just head over to Starla's, or at least just pop in to say hi before you leave. She's a good friend. But yes, that's going to be all from me. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.